Spartans will go left to right in the center circle. Mac Welker jumps it up against Zachariah Belcher, and it's easily won by Southside 6'8" big man Zachariah Belcher. Southside in the front court. On the perimeter, Irby gives it up to Jordan. He'll take a three. It's no good, but the rebound bounces out to the left wing where it's collected by Belcher. He'll take a three, and the big man drops it in from the left wing. A triple for Zachariah Belcher. And it's quickly, well, they give him two, so he must have stepped a toe on the line. 6'8", you got pretty good sized shoes, and apparently that big sneaker couldn't stay all the way behind the three-point line. So a 2-0 score. Trying to answer. Here comes a three from Josh Rogers, and that is three, and Rogers connects just to the right of the top of the key, and Josh Rogers gives Homestead a 3-2 lead. They go right down low. Beautiful post entry to Belcher. They were trying to front him on the high side. They threw the pass on the low side, and Belcher a catch and layup. 4-3. Southside back on top. On the perimeter, Good will give it up to Rogers. Now over on the wing to Kuhlman. He'll drive. He'll give it up where Weaver will take a short jumper. It's no good. Rebound taken by Southside. They look in transition. Nothing there. They'll slow it down. Gorday Wallace to Jordan to Irby. Working around the perimeter. Popping out is White. He'll give it off to Wallace. Now on the left wing, it's Jordan, and he'll take it up top. Reset. No shot clock. High school basketball. So the clock ticks, but Southside patiently working the offense. Irby at the foul line. Outside Belcher. He'll try another one. That one's off the back rim, and rebound goes to Homestead's Wyatt Weaver. Spartans front court. It's Rogers, right wing. He'll enter the post. Turnaround baseline jumper by Mac Welker, and he hits it from 12 feet. Nice turnaround for Homestead's leading scorer, Mac Welker. And that puts Homestead on top by 4. Southside goes right to Belcher. They'll double him. His pass across the lane deflected. Now it's free, and it's picked up by Homestead. Jake Kuhlman gathers it, brings it front court, and throws it away. Turnover for Homestead. It will go to Southside with 5:36 to play in the opening quarter. And Homestead leading it over the Archers 5-4. Southside 8-2. Homestead 8-4 on the season coming into play. Belcher just outside the top of the key to Jordan, right wing. Jordan dribbles to the foul line. Now a step back behind the three-point arc. The lefty three is no good, and the rebound goes to Homestead. Welker gives it off to Kuhlman. Welker to Rogers, and Rogers pulls up from the right or from the left wing, and he drops in a triple, his second. 8-4 Spartans. Top of the key, Jordan throws it on the wing to Irby. He'll launch from the left wing. His three, no good. Long rebound to the corner, chased down and saved, but it goes to Homestead. Spartans front court. Welker drives. They reach in. They poke it away and steal it. Lead pass goes to Jordan. Jordan for the layup, and he missed the right-handed layup. And that's a lefty working in from the right side in transition. Had to use his offhand and missed the layup, but the rebound tipped out of bounds, and it stays Southside basketball. Irby inbounds it. Belcher to Jordan. Up top to Wallace. Corte Wallace. Right wing to Irby. Up top. Near the top of the key, it's Belcher. He steps inside the three-point line and takes the 18-footer. It's no good, but Southside chases down the rebound. 8-4 game. Homestead leads almost halfway through our opening quarter, and Southside works with the patient offense. Jordan between the circles. Left wing to White. White surveys. Irby cuts to the top of the key and gets the pass. Throws right side to Jordan. They want to try to get a post entry. Instead, it's a skip pass to Irby near the left corner. Up top to Wallace. Through Jordan to Belcher. Stepping out to the arc. Baseline right. And he goes right past his man on the drive and slams it home. Zachariah Belcher, the 6'8 junior, with some authority. And that draws Southside to within 2. 8-6. 3:37 remains in the quarter. Now Kuhlman outside to Good. He'll give it up to Weaver. Weaver on the arc. Up top, Rogers sends it to Kuhlman. He'll drive. He'll stop. He'll give it off to Weaver down low right block. And as he pump fakes and goes up, he gets fouled. And Wyatt Weaver is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. The foul on Southside's Corte Wallace. First foul of the game whistled against Southside's 5'10 sophomore. And so at the line for Homestead, it is Wyatt Weaver, and free throw number one is good. Couple of substitutions. Owen Smith checks in for Homestead. Also, Michael Rodenbush. Second free throw rolls in, and a kind drop off the iron for Wyatt Weaver, who makes it a 4-point Homestead lead. 10-6, 3:18 to play, quarter number one. Right to left, Southside brings it across the timeline on the bounce. Terrence Jordan. Top of the key. It goes to Wallace. Wallace drives, crosses over, misses the layup. Belcher an offensive rebound. He'll dribble to the baseline, take a 15-footer. It's no good. This rebound to Homestead. Owen Smith. Front court, Welker. Down low where McNeese had to give it up. Now it's back to McNeese in the right corner. He'll flip it on the wing to Josh Rogers. Rogers foul line. Down the lane, sees an opening, and the layup rejected by Belcher. Southside transition. Homestead back on defense. Front court for the Archers. They're down by 4, 10-6. Irby goes to Belcher. He's matched up against Brogan McNeese, and the ball knocked away from Belcher. Stays Archers basketball. McNeese is a 6'5 junior trying to match up with the 6'8 big down low. And now he steps out, makes the catch in the corner. Zachariah Belcher backing down on McNeese. They reach in, try to steal it. He picks it up, sends it across the court to a wide open Corte Wallace, who missed the three, and the rebound to Homestead. Quickly in the front court. Welker down the lane, left-handed layup. No, but there's a foul call. And Mac Welker is going to go to the charity stripe, where he'll shoot 2 times, with his team leading it 10-6 with 2:08 on the clock. Welker's first is good. Welker, a 6'5 sophomore, averaging over 14 points per game for the Spartans. He's got 3 points. He'll look for his 4th, and the free throw on the way. And no good. Back heel, rebounded by Belcher of Southside. And then he throws an outlet pass, errant and wide, of Javon Irby, and it goes out of bounds near midcourt. So a Southside turnover. We'll give it right back to the Spartans. Homestead leads at 11-6, just 4 ticks more than 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Owen Smith, right wing. Popping out up top is Mac Welker. High post to McNeese, right back to Welker, and Welker on the little give and go pulls up and hits from 12 feet. 13-6 Homestead. Front court, Southside. Irby, right wing, and they go down low. It gets to Belcher. And that was McNeese getting caught on the high side, and Belcher with the two-handed slam. 13-8. Now the Spartans pull up right elbow. Jumper by Welker is no good on the rebound. We've got a foul, and they're calling it on South Side. They whistle Corte Wallace. That's his second. 13-8 is the score. Homestead leads it and inbounds. Up top to McNeese, gives it off to Rodenbush in the corner to Welker. Welker will drive and away from the ball. We've got a foul called, and they're going the other way. It's an offensive foul away from the basketball on Owen Smith. Chris Johnson with his hands out and the palms facing skyward, asking what? Why? He was on the opposite side of the court of the action. So the ball goes to South Side. Archers trail 13-8. Minute 5 on the clock. Pull-up jumper from the foul line. No good by DeMarcus Barr, and the rebound gathered by Owen Smith of Homestead. Left to right for the Spartans. Slowing up at midcourt is Josh Rogers. Rogers comes off a screen, top of the key, gives to Welker. Good shot fake, got a man in the air. Now he's going to feed it out in the corner to Smith. His three is no good. Rebound tipped, and McNeese collects it near sideline. Up top to Rogers. Back to McNeese, right wing. Baseline, back to the basket is Raudenbush. He can't get a shot up, so he throws up top to McNeese. Now it's Welker on the left wing, and with 28 seconds, Chris Johnson's decided enough time's burned. We're going to play for one shot to end the quarter. Spartans lead at 13-8 with the basketball, now under 20 seconds. Owen Smith on the dribble near the top of the key, flips it to his left to Josh Rogers. The clock goes under 10 seconds. Rogers from the logo. Takes it to the left wing, all the way to the baseline. Turns, curls back, gives it to Raudenbush. His three partially blocked. It goes out of bounds under the basket with 0.9 on the clock, and it's going to belong to Homestead with a last-second chance on the inbound. Spartans 13-8. Here's the inbound. And they get McNeese open, baseline right, and his 15-footer rolls off the iron, no good. So after one here at Spartan Arena, Homestead leads it over Southside 13-8 on the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week. 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. First 8 minutes in the books here at Homestead, and the Spartans lead it over the visitors from Southside 13-8. Homestead will start the second quarter with the basketball. Spartans will go left to right, work with the basket that is just down to the right of my vantage point up here in the second level at Spartan Arena. From the logo, picking up the dribble is Kuhlman. Throws to his right. Owen Smith right back to Kuhlman. Now back to Smith. Trying the right wing. It's Raudenbush. Zone defense for Southside, and that sets up a three-point shot for Smith. It's no good, but chased down by Kuhlman on the kick out in the corner. Raudenbush, he's left open left corner, and he drops in a three ball. 16-8. Biggest lead for the Spartans comes with 7:20 remaining in the second quarter. Top of the key triple on the way, and it's no good for Barr. Rebound battled for and won by McNeese of Homestead. In the front court, Jake Kuhlman got a man wide open. It's Raudenbush again. Back-to-back threes. No, but we've got a whistle. And the ball bounced off the rim and went up and caught the clock that is just above the backboard. You know, it's kind of interesting looking at the angle that I've got here. It almost looks like the clock, which is just above the backboard, actually protrudes a couple of inches closer to the court than the backboard does. Regardless, it is Southside ball. They trail it 16-8. Last 7 minutes of our first half. Here's Barth foul line. Outside to Jarius Johnson. Gives to Irby. Irby drives, forces up a shot. Didn't get it, but they call it travel. Shuffled his feet before he got the shot up from the right block. And so a Southside turnover gives it to the Spartans with 6:45 to play in the second quarter. Spartans have a 16-8 lead. Raudenbush, now McNeese, right wing, double teamed. Up top to Kuhlman. Gives to Raudenbush, back to Kuhlman between the rings. Over on the right wing, it's Owen Smith. His three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Raudenbush had to go off his hands, and it's out of bounds baseline right under the basket, off of Homestead, and belongs to the Southside Archers. Still 16-8 on the board. Southside front court. Jordan, White, Irby, and then top of the key, they set up a three for Johnson. It's no good, but it's gathered by Southside. And on the kickout pass, Barr took steps on a shot fake and drive from near the right corner. So another turnover for the Southside Archers. Stuck on 16-8 for a while. We've got just over 6 minutes left, second quarter. Raudenbush gets it into the front court, left side to Kuhlman. Crossover dribble, bringing it in from the left side of the basket. Kick out to McNeese. Up top to Raudenbush. Right wing to Smith. Now up top, it's Kuhlman. Between the circles, he dishes it off to Owen Smith. Right wing to Wyatt Weaver. They go down low. Raudenbush with position. Nice little step through on the reverse layup. No, but a follow by Owen Smith is good on the Raudenbush miss. And it's 18-8, a 10-point lead for the Spartans, their biggest of the night. Southside with the ball. Jordan has it from the left wing. Man-to-man defense for the Spartans. Jordan up top to Johnson. He drives, floats, throws it up. No. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barr. Barr will drive. He'll force it off the window and get it to count. DeMarcus Barr, a 6-foot senior. Good driving shot through some contact, but it was all just vertical, hands up. 18-10. Homestead the lead and the ball now in the front court. Brogan McNeese splits the circles with the pass to Jake Kuhlman. He'll come off a McNeese screen and drive down the left side of the lane and scoop it up with the left hand. Without the rim protector, Zachariah Belcher on the court, the Homestead Spartans able to finish. And a 10-point lead is restored for Sparty, 20-10. Irby, top of the key, right side Barr. Shot fake, takes it foul line, jumper, partially blocked. Underneath, it's gathered by White. His reverse layup is blocked. Here comes Spartans. Down low, Owen Smith. He goes up and gets rejected. Smith drops to the deck. A big ooh and ah from the crowd, but it leaves Jordan wide open left wing. 3 ball, nothing but net for Terrence Jordan. 20-13. Spartans break pressure, and as the ball comes across the timeline, Jordan reached in. Little body collision on the reach in by Terrence Jordan. He picks up his first foul. And that will be the first on the team here in the quarter. 3:58 to play before halftime. Homestead 20, Southside 13. Homestead with the ball. Midcourt logo. It's Kuhlman. On the wing to Good. Now a skip pass. Rogers gives it outside, and they feed it right back into a cutter in the lane, and that's Wyatt Weaver who lays it in. Really good ball movement that time by the Spartans to set up a Weaver layup. Pass over the top. Belcher's back in the game, and there's nobody to guard Belcher at the rim. He makes the catch, lays it in right under the basket. 22-15. Spartans with the lead. Pretty much it's been the Zachariah Belcher show. He's done pretty much all the scoring for Southside. In the corner, a 3 by Rogers. He's got it again, his third triple here in the first half. And a 10-point lead once again for Homestead. 25-15, 3:12 left before halftime. And J.J. Foster jumps up off the Southside bench to take a timeout. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. 3:12 remains here in the first half. After the timeout by Southside, they have the ball trailing by 10, 25-15. There's a trap on Irby. High half court. He gets it off to Alexander. He'll drive and score. Kendrick Alexander just checked in, got a chance to drive and finish, and it's 25-17. Now Homestead goes to work in the front court. Oh, and Belcher gambled at the high post, didn't get the ball, led to a layup by Weaver, but he missed it. And the rebound goes to Southside. Front court, Alexander, right corner to Belcher from the elbow. Dribbles into the paint, gets stopped, and pulls up and hits from 8 feet. Just shoots it right over the top of everybody, and Zachariah Belcher's just having a night. A dozen points for Belcher. His team trails 25-19. And another triple on the way for Rogers. That time he missed. And on the rebound over the back for Mac Welker of Homestead. Welker picks up his first foul. First foul in the quarter against the Spartans. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And Southside chipping away. They were down 25-15, and they've scored 4 in a row and a chance to score more here. Alexander, left wing. Dribbles up top to Jordan. Jordan, step back, top of the key, triple on the way, and it is no good. Bounced around a lot of iron, but an offensive rebound. Alexander, the scoop into the lane to Belcher, and as he goes up, he gets fouled. And now we see Zachariah Belcher going to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Minute 50 remains. Second quarter. 25-19 after the first free throw. (25-20). I guess I should say 25-20 after the first free throw. He's got one more coming. And Belcher, just looking at the numbers, has 13 points here in the first half. Looks for his 14th. The free throw on the way, and good. The 6'8 junior having a heck of a first half. And now Homestead breaks the pressure with Josh Rogers in the front court. But the lead has been trimmed to 4 on a 6-point Southside run. Right wing, Kuhlman up top, and it's stolen. It's going to lead to a breakaway layup for Jarius Timberlake Johnson. We've got a 2-point game. It's 8 straight scored by the Archers. 25-23, minute 20, clock runs. Kuhlman from the right wing. Up top to Weaver, back to Kuhlman. Shot fake, now he's got an open path down the baseline. Floats it up, no good. Rebound, scrum for it. And we've got somebody who was on the end line when they were battling for the ball. And when they made the touch on the ball, that creates a Homestead possession. So the Spartans will inbound under the basket. They lead by 2. We've got a minute 8 to play in the second quarter. Shot fake Weaver. Drive, a pivot. Won't shoot it against Belcher. Kicks it outside to Kuhlman. Spartans with the ball. Here's Kuhlman. The drive, and as he goes up to finish, he has his wrist slapped, and that will send Jake Kuhlman, a 6-foot sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot a pair. It's an 8-0 run right now for Southside. Kuhlman going to the line, trying to put an end to it. Left-handed shooter. Flips it, and no good. 57.7 seconds remaining in half number 1. 25-23. Homestead by 2, and it's still going to be a one-possession game regardless of this free throw by Kuhlman. And he missed it. He left it short, and the rebound goes to Southside. Archer's a chance to tie or take the lead. On the wing, Barr back up top to Jordan. He'll try the left side to Alexander, who gives to Irby. Now back to Jordan. 44 seconds. J.J. Foster calling out a play as Jordan has to cross court it to Irby near sideline. Up top, Southside spacing the floor. They might try to go for one shot. They're down by 2. Last 30 seconds of the second quarter. Jordan holds the ball at the center circle. Sends it left wing to Alexander. Irby, he'll give it up to Barr. Barr holding it high right. Now to Jordan. We're down to 10 seconds, and Jordan is just outside Sparty's face at midcourt. Jordan, right side to Barr. Barr is held, and that's a foul to give. It's on Mac Welker, but Homestead gives the foul with 4 seconds to play in the second quarter. And it's actually going to be, it is the third team foul, so there's 2 free throws. So it is not a foul to give. It's actually 2 free throws and a chance to tie the game for DeMarcus Barr. Barr off of J.J. Foster's bench is a 6-foot senior averaging 13.6 points per game. It's an 8-point run right now as Barr steps to the free throw line. Could cut it to 1 on free throw number 1. Barr with the right-handed flip, and good. He hit the front rim and it rolled over. 25-24, 4.0 on the clock, second quarter. This could tie it and make it a 10-point run for Southside, and it's good. It was 25-15 at one point, 25 all with 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Homestead sets up to inbound baseline. J.J. Foster wants to make a defensive sub. Jarius Johnson will check in. Barr will sit down. Homestead goes into motion. The pass goes to Kuhlman. Kuhlman across the timeline, launches a three. It's off the backboard, no good. And we go to halftime all tied up. The Southside Archers go to break on a 10-point run, and they have tied it up against Homestead 25-25 at halftime. Zachariah Belcher, the big story, and the big man at 6'8", has 14 points for Southside here in the first half. Well, J.J. Foster's got to be pleased with the way his team stayed in there after falling behind 25-15. They finished the half with the last 10 points on the board, and now it is is a tie game at the break. 25-25. We're going to get a halftime break, catch up on commercials, and then we've got your Commissioner's Corner coming up, and we'll get back here before the second half begins, and we've got a new ball game. 25-25, our halftime score here on the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Just about ready to get the second half underway here at Spartans Arena on the campus of Homestead High School. I am Brett Rump along with Aaron Farley, our studio producer. All tied up at the half, 25 apiece. Southside starts with the ball. A little teardrop floater by DeMarcus Barr is no good, and the rebound goes to Homestead. With the dribble, Kuhlman at midcourt picks up the bounce, and stepping out to make the catch is Josh Rogers. Rogers with 3 triples in that first half. That time he spins, pulls up from 12 feet in the middle of the paint, and hits the jumper. That one for 2, but it gives Homestead a 2-point lead, and it ends a Southside 10-point run that ended our first half. Here's Barr. He's open. Right side triple. It's short. Rebound goes to Homestead's Mac Welker. In the backcourt, gives to Kuhlman. Oh, Kuhlman almost double dribbled. He was going to pass it and then thought better of it. Now he's going to drive. Now he'll dish late, but it's down at the ankles of Weaver on the low block. Southside comes away with it. On the run, Irby out of control. He missed the shot. Now Homestead lead pass goes to Rogers. Rogers shot fake. Got a man in the air and then lays it in. Back-to-back buckets for Josh Rogers has Homestead up by 4, 29-25. White up top to Jordan. Irby in the corner to Barr. DeMarcus Barr throws it up to the Homestead logo at midcourt, where it is Terrence Jordan, a 5'10 sophomore guard. And Southside will space the floor against this Homestead zone. A 2-1-2 for Homestead. Here's Jordan. Dribbles into the heart of the zone and then floats up a 12-footer. It's good. And we've got a foul on Belcher of Southside. A push, but it came after the shot. So Southside shot by Terrence Jordan will count. And Zachariah Belcher is going to pick up the foul. And that is his first. 6:15 remains. Quarter number 3. 29-27. Homestead by 2. Right to left front court. Kuhlman off of a Weaver screen. Flips it outside to Rogers. He's guarded closely. So Kuhlman in the corner feeds the post. Here's Weaver. Skips it out to the right corner to Rogers. Up top, Weaver to Coleman. Coleman behind the back to the top of the key. Can't get past Jordan. Now it's good. He's got it on the left wing. They'll feed the post. And that's Welker backing down, turning. Shot fake. A little concern about Belcher. So he flips it across the paint to a wide open Wyatt Weaver. He lays it in, and it's a 4-point Spartans lead. 31-27. That time, Cortez Wallace tried to get it down from the high post to the low post, feeding Belcher, and it was tipped away out of bounds by Homestead. So Southside will have to inbound it under their own basket. 5:27 left, third quarter. Archers down by 4. Corner triple, Belcher, no good. Good box out by Weaver. The ball came off the rim, right back to the corner where it was shot from, and Weaver for Homestead collects it. Front court, Rogers pulls up at the arc. The 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Belcher, the rebound for Southside. Gives it back court to Irby. Javon Irby. And down in the low block, you got a battle going between Southside's Belcher and Homestead's Weaver, and they're going to call Weaver for a hold, trying to defend the 6'8 junior for Southside. First foul of the game called on Wyatt Weaver. So Southside inbounds, 5:01 to play, third quarter, 4-point game. Ball knocked away on the post entry. That time Weaver reached around and tipped it, and Homestead has it. Aiden Good up top to Rogers, right wing. Crosses over, brings it to the middle of the court. Now back on the wing to Weaver. Between the circles to Rogers. Back on the right wing to Weaver. Feeding the post. Tried to drop it down to Mac Welker. And the ball was kicked out of bounds. So Homestead will inbound from underneath the basket. The horn brings in Aver White for the Southside Archers, replacing DeMarcus Barr. Inbound goes to Welker. Up top, Good to Weaver, top of the key. He'll flip it off to Kuhlman, left to the top of the key, and he throws between the circles to Weaver. Back left side to Kuhlman. Jake Kuhlman on the dribble to the top of the key. A little pick and pop. Not there for Rogers. Feeding down low. It's Welker. Turnaround jump hook. No good with the right hand for Mac Welker. Rebound to Southside. Top of the key. Irby drives. Splits defenders. Floats up a teardrop. It is good for Javon Irby. And a 2-point game. 31-29 halfway through the third. Wide open. Welker, top of the key. Triple time. Mac Welker drops in the 3. The defender fell down, and that left Welker all alone. 34-29. Looking for an answer. Belcher will fire from 3. No good. Rebound Homestead. Here's Weaver dribbling it. Front court on the wing to Welker. As Welker dribbles toward the foul line from the wing, he's getting chest bumped, and that's a foul called on Aver White of Southside. Raudenbush comes in for Homestead to replace Aiden Good. Chris Johnson basically goes 8 deep max. Front court, Spartans. 3.5 to play in the third. 34-29. Homestead leads. Josh Rogers picked up closely, so Weaver rotates it to Raudenbush. They feed the post. Welker, shot partially blocked down low by Zachariah Belcher. And then the ball, when it went free, there's a foul on the free ball, and it's called against Homestead's Wyatt Weaver. And so Weaver picks up his second team foul here in the quarter on the Spartans. Number of substitutions coming in. Brogan McNeese checks in for Homestead. Also, Owen Smith is back on. Two guys that don't leave the floor often, Josh Rogers and Mac Welker, the only 2 starters playing right now for the Spartans. Southside down by 5. We go under 3 minutes left in the third. Here's Barr, and Barr gets tied up at the foul line, but they're going to call a reach-in foul on Homestead. Michael Raudenbush, guilty of the foul, picks up his first. Third on the team, and it will be inbounded baseline by Javon Irby. Underneath, Belcher gets open, and Belcher with the layup. Can't make it that easy for the 6'8 junior. He's got 16 points, and the lead cut to 3. Rogers feeds inside. Nice post entry. Threw it off to the side shoulder of Welker. The man was on the other shoulder, and so Welker, the catch, the turn to the basket, and the layup. 36-31. Irby pull up from just inside the three-point line. Right wing, no good. Raudenbush the rebound for Homestead. They're up by 5, and here comes Rogers from the wing. Dribbles into the paint, shot fake, and then as he puts it up from behind, Belcher blocked it, but it went to Homestead. Raudenbush has it back, finds Rogers, right wing, 3, no. And the rebound goes to Southside's Terrence Jordan. Jordan, front court to Irby, left alone, right wing, 3 ball, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's grabbed by Homestead. Michael Raudenbush collects it, gives it in the backcourt to Josh Rogers. Under 2 minutes left, quarter number 3, 36-31, Spartans lead. And Smith feeds down low to Raudenbush. Raudenbush muscles it up from the right block, off the window. Good for Michael Raudenbush, and Homestead's up by 7. 38-31, minute 35, clock ticks. Lob down low, and they just threw it up over the top of the defense, thinking they get it to Belcher, and it goes too high. Stolen by Homestead. Transition. They find Smith ahead of the field, and Owen Smith the layup. 9-point Homestead lead. And a timeout called by Southside. We'll take a break with Homestead leading at 40-31 over Southside, and a minute 22 on the clock here in the third quarter. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Minute 22 remains, quarter number 3, and Homestead has opened up a 40-31 lead over the Southside Archers. It is a 9-2 run for Sparty. And Southside comes out of the timeout with the basketball. Jordan to Wallace, back to Jordan, across the timeline to Irby, and now Jordan from the center circle. Southside runs their offense. 2-1-2 defense for Spartans. Wallace on the wing to Irby. He has it left side. In the middle of the zone to Jordan. Kick out to Wallace. He drives, kicks, but nothing there for Barr. So he sends it back on the wing to Wallace. Wallace outside to Irby, right wing. In the corner to Wallace. Wallace dribbles up the arc and then throws center to Irby. Now the left wing to Barr. His 3 is no good. And on the rebound, we've got a foul call. And let's see who it's against. They call it on Owen Smith of Homestead. Second foul of the game on Owen Smith. Smith, a 6'2 senior guard. And a 3 is good. Corte Wallace with the triple. 40-34. Big bucket for Southside. Remember, the Archers trailed by 10, 25-15 in the first half, and went to the locker room scoring 10 in a row to tie it up at the halfway break. From the Cotton Bowl, early second quarter, Ohio State leads it over Texas 7-0. And this special programming announcement, due to the weather tonight, we will not have our regular post-game show following this broadcast. It has nothing to do with me wanting to go watch the game. Trust me, it's Mother Nature. Homestead with the ball starting our fourth quarter. On the wing, Raudenbush. Raudenbush, high left, splits the circles to Owen Smith. Right wing to Josh Rogers. Rogers on the dribble, centers the floor. His pass deflected, but it's gathered near the timeline by Owen Smith. And then his pass deflected. That's stolen. It goes to Johnson. Johnson, the drive, almost got the layup, but he did draw contact and a foul on Owen Smith, who picks up his third. And Jarius Timberlake Johnson a 6-foot junior, averages 3.3 points per game, is going to go to the charity stripe trying to get the first points of the fourth quarter. 7:28 remains, 40-34. 2 free throws coming, and the first one no good. Our first game of the night went to Homestead in girls action, 87-22. And they're already starting to talk about the Homestead-Warsaw girls matchup that comes up a week from Tuesday right here at Spartans Arena. We'll be here to cover it. And second free throw is good. So he splits the pair, and it makes it 40-35. Full court pressure now for Southside. Homestead breaks it. Smith on the wing to Rogers. Rogers dribbles top of the key and then flips to the center circle to Kuhlman. Back to Rogers. He thought about a long launch but didn't take it. Now in the corner, Raudenbush feeds the post to Weaver. Kick outside. Smith the extra pass. And the shot by Kuhlman is missed from the right wing. Southside front court, Irby splits defenders, drives, throws it up off the window, too strong. Rebound tipped away from Johnson, and it goes to Homestead. Kuhlman front court, crossover top of the key, and he got tripped up, and a foul's called on Southside. 40-35, Homestead the lead with 6:48 to play. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It's Talkin' Sports with Jim Shevlin. Of course, at 8 a.m., you can enjoy the best of the Sports Rush. Inbound for Homestead goes to Welker, top of the key. On the wing to Raudenbush. Now up top to Rogers. Rogers, left side to Kuhlman. Corner, Welker. He'll shoot a three. Got it! Mac Welker, a triple from the left corner. And it's an 8-point advantage for the Spartans. 43-35, under 6.5 left. Terrence Jordan has it, right wing. The ball just taken away out of his hands by Kuhlman. Lead pass Raudenbush to Weaver, driving, and he lost it, but it was knocked away by Corte Wallace. And so Homestead will get it under their basket baseline with 6:15 to play, 43-35. Substitutions come into the game. Belcher returns. Also DeMarcus Barr and Kendrick Alexander. A three by Josh Rogers comes up short. Rebound goes to Barr of Southside. Takes it to the right wing, then goes down low. And a shot from in close by Alexander is stuffed, but it goes right back to Southside's Irby. Javon Irby on the perimeter to Wallace. To Belcher. Belcher, top of the key, long two, no good. And the rebound to Homestead's Michael Raudenbush. Raudenbush stops top of the key, goes outside to Kuhlman, left wing to Rogers, back to Kuhlman. Welker left to open again. He'll to the three, high right, no good. Long rebound, Raudenbush gives to Welker on the drive, threw it up on the run, too strong off the glass. And the rebound to Southside. They go down low to Wallace. Wallace goes outside to Belcher. Top of the key triple. It's no good. And the rebound to Homestead's Kuhlman. A half-court outlet to Welker. He finds a streaking Wyatt Weaver on the bounce pass across the court. Weaver lays it in. Matches the biggest lead of the game for Homestead. It's 10 points, 45-35. Just over 5 minutes to play. Irby a drive. He'll throw it up off the glass. That's too strong. And Homestead the rebound. Spartans trying to improve to 2-1 in the conference and knock Southside to 2-2. On the wing, Raudenbush. Up top between the circles to Josh Rogers. Looks left, but he's going to go right. Now bouncing out left is Welker. Between the circles, Kuhlman to Raudenbush. He'll drive in from the right wing, and he just plowed right through his man. That was good position by Corte Wallace. Raudenbush determined to take that drive baseline side from the right wing, and he went right through Wallace on his pass to the basket, and that's the offensive foul. So Southside will get the ball with 4:36 to play. Homestead 45, Southside 35. Javon Irby will dribble to the timeline and then throw far left sideline to Wallace. Back up top to Irby. Now Wallace left wing. Southside showing patience, down by 10. They get it in the corner to Barr. Thought about the shot, didn't take it. Now to Irby, up top to Wallace. Back on the left wing to Irby. Wallace slips to the right side. He makes the catch, and as he dribbles between two defenders, it's stolen. Welker, lead pass Rogers. Rogers slipped and off balance, tried to get a shot up. It was an air ball taken by Zachariah Belcher, and then he gets hacked, and that's a foul on Homestead that will send it the other way, and the foul's called on Jake Kuhlman of the Spartans. 4:02 left here at Homestead. Spartans 45, Southside 35. Southside the ball. In the backcourt, Jordan, Irby, right back to Jordan. Homestead settles back in the zone. Here's Wallace. Wallace double team. Looks for somebody open. Irby gets it down low. Feeds in the middle of the paint to Barr. He floats it up. No. Rebound Irby. And then he lost the handle under the basket. It goes out of bounds. And Southside turns it over. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to play. Homestead a 10-point lead. Twice in the first half they had a 10-point advantage, including a 25-15 lead, which Southside made a 25-25 all score by halftime. Down low, Raudenbush. Weaver, corner to Welker. Shot fake out of man out of position. Welker drives. Shot fake under the rim, and then he lays it in. Nice play by Mac Welker. You can see how this sophomore is averaging 14 a game. He lays it in, and it's the biggest lead for Homestead, 47-35. 3:19 left, a timeout called by Southside. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. It's a defensive battle down in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl, where Ohio State still leads Texas 7-0. There's about 8:40 remaining in that second quarter. The winner will move on to take on Notre Dame in the college football playoff national championship game on January 20th, a week from Monday night. So Southside has the ball out of the timeout. That's the good news. The bad news is they trail by 12 with 3:18 to play. 47-35. Southside into the front court. High post to Wallace. He'll turn from the right elbow. Missed from 15 feet. And on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds, and it was Wallace trying to catch up to his own miss. Homestead gets it. 3:07 to play. Baseball pass, front court. Good completion by Welker to Raudenbush, but Raudenbush couldn't do anything with it. So now Homestead spreads the court and tries to burn some time. Rogers, left wing to Kuhlman. Kuhlman up top. Pass to Weaver. Outside to Rogers. Between the circles, it's Kuhlman, and Kuhlman gets hacked on the arm by Terrence Jordan. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play. With the win, Homestead would pick up their 9th win of the year against 4 losses. They'd be 2-1 in the Summit Athletic Conference. Chris Johnson, it would be win 436 of his career. Down low, Welker. Oh, nice bounce pass. Weaver cuts to the basket. His layup blocked by Belcher. Belcher comes away with it. Belcher, coast to coast, floater. No. Goes up for his own rebound, can't get it, and it goes out of bounds, touched by Homestead. It will be Southside to inbound. 47-35, 2:33 to play. With a win, Homestead would extend their streak against Southside to 23 games. Low post, Belcher, double team, throws up top. Ball tipped away, but it goes to Jordan. Jordan drives. A big collision in the middle of the lane, and an offensive foul on Terrence Jordan. Homestead basketball with 2:18 left and a 12-point Spartans lead. Welker inbounds in the backcourt to Jake Kuhlman. Kuhlman lost it, got it back. Now gives it in the backcourt to Rogers, front court to Weaver. Homestead now will space, try to burn some time, up by 12. Just over 2 minutes left. Kuhlman at the timeline to Weaver. They're going to have to come out and guard Weaver, and that's Belcher who picks up Weaver near the center circle. He'll hand to Raudenbush. Now we're at the minute 50. Weaver outside high right to Jake Kuhlman. Kuhlman off a screen, and we've got a foul. And it's on south side. They'll call the foul on Terrence Jordan. And on Jordan, he picks up, I see it might be his fifth. Let's see, is this fourth? It's fourth. So you've got Jarius Johnson who's checked in for Jordan. Homestead with the ball, minute 35 to play. 47-35. Kuhlman out in the corner to Rogers. He'll immediately pass up top to Weaver. Right back to Rogers. High right corner of the half court. Rogers crosses over, centers the ball. Now turns, looks to the right sideline to Weaver. Minute 18. Weaver to Kuhlman, right between the circles. Kuhlman inside the foul line, and now he steps all the way out to the sideline. He's being chased by Wallace. A cutting Rogers to the basket. Left-handed layup, left it short. And on the rebound, there's a foul, and I think it's Raudenbush of Homestead. So Southside gets possession with 1:02 remaining. 47-35, Homestead the lead. Here's Corte Wallace, outside corner where Johnson gets a look for three. No good from the right corner pocket. And now the ball saved, but it goes to Homestead, and it leads to a breakaway for Welker. He goes up thinking to throw it down, but he got fouled. The sophomore, Mac Welker, is going to go to the free throw line, shooting a pair. The foul on Jarius Timberlake Johnson is his second. 48.6 seconds left. And it's the biggest lead of the game for Homestead. They're up 48-35. First free throw good for Welker. He's got a chance to make it a 14-point lead on this second foul shot. And he got it. 16 points in the game, or 17 points for Welker. Johnson, big Euro step, but that's one step too many. A travel on Johnson. That will turn it over to Homestead. 43.6 on the clock. 49-35, still full court pressure, and a foul in the backcourt before the ball was inbounded. They'll call it on Jarius Timberlake Johnson. And we're going to the other end to shoot a couple foul shots. Third foul on Timberlake Johnson. And Michael Raudenbush will step to the charity stripe where he's shooting two times. Got the first. 50-35. Late to add it to the board. Second one rims out. Rebound Belcher of Southside. Belcher on the dribble, on the drive. Dumps it down low, and a good feed to Alexander for the layup. 50-37, down to 32 seconds. Inbound over the top to Kuhlman. He'll give to Welker. Welker dribbles down to the left block and then throws outside to Rogers. Up top to Kuhlman, who gives it to Weaver. We've got 20 seconds. 13-point game, and reaching in, poking at the ball, it was Corte Wallace, and he tied it up. Tied up Rogers, and on the arrow, it will go to Southside. Archers do not quit. 17 seconds left, down by 13, and they're still playing hard. A three on the inbound. That's no good from Joshua Sandoval, who just came into the game. Rebound Homestead, lead pass Rauterbush. Rauterbush with 7 seconds had a chance at a layup, dribbles outside instead, hands it to Rogers. Homestead will just let the clock run out, and there's the horn. 23 straight now for the Homestead Spartans over the Southside Archers. And Homestead improves their record to 9-4, 2-1 in the Summit Athletic Conference with a 50-37 victory over the Southside Archers. Well, the Archers came out and won their first 6 games of the year, but it's been more of a 500 team since. They're now 8-3 on the season and an even 500, 2-2 in the Summit Athletic Conference. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back here to Spartan Arena and wrap it up for a Friday night. Once again, because of the weather, there is no post-game show this evening, but we'll let you enjoy what's left of your Friday night. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap it up here at Homestead next. This is the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.